Hello friends. Today we are back again with a video on interview preparation. I hope you have liked our previous videos, and I'm sure, with the responses that we have got, it has helped us in improvising for the next videos and coming up with more topics. And so today we are back again on this topic of interview preparation. Talking of a very important point in interview, while facing an interview, is you keep your phone in a silent mode. That is something which becomes very important. It should not happen that your phone rings up in between all of a sudden, and the interviewer gets distracted, or maybe you get distracted from the discussion. So you have to be careful that you keep your phone in a silent mode, or you keep your phone in a switched off mode. So that is something which will be very much good if you do that. A very mandatory point I would say is that when you are actually in a discussion, you should be very open and honest in the interview. You should not bluff anything with the interviewer. If you try to bluff too much, or if you try to actually bluff and you get caught, you lose the opportunity to work with the organization. Okay, and the kind of reflections it gives is something which becomes very unprofessional. So be open and honest in whatever you are talking and whatever achievements you have done. So be careful and take care of that aspect of your profile. Now, another very critical aspect is that you should do your SWOT analysis appropriately. Okay, understand your strength, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities. So that will help you understand what are your achievements. Okay, so when the discussion takes place, and there could be interviewer asking you or putting across questions as to why is it that you should be selected. So you should be able to elaborate on your achievements. You should be able to elaborate on why you should be selected, maybe over some other few candidates who are also eligible for the same role. Correct. So that's something wherein that will happen only if you have already worked upon your profile, or you have already gathered your strengths, you already gathered what are your achievements, and how you will be beneficial to that organization. Okay, many times candidates are more looking at, okay, what is it that organization will offer you. Yes, that is important, but then the interviewer would also be interested in knowing as to what is it that candidate can provide to the organization. So please be careful on that particular aspect, and yes, that is a thing which becomes very important. See, another thing which is very much needed is your understanding about that organization's vision, mission, values. What is it that that organization already has? Okay, we have already discussed on in our previous videos that you should survey about the company, go through the website, and various things which you can just refer back to our previous videos as well. So when you are already aware of those aspects like vision, mission of the organization, so your achievements, your what are the things that you can do for the organization can be presented to the interviewer or to the panel of the interviewer. Okay, you should also have some suggestions in mind as to in case they give you a situation and ask some suggestions on that. So you should be in a position to provide some solutions. So for that you have to first always keep in mind what is the vision of the organization, what are the values of the organization. So you don't end up suggesting something which is against the values of that organization. Okay, so it is very important that that survey helps you, and keep those ideas in mind in case they ask you for some recommendation in terms of for that situation. They give you a case study, so you are in a position to speak on that. You are in a position to talk upon that. Okay, so that is how another critical aspect which comes in is getting into conversation with the interviewer. So, like, whenever the discussion is taking place, it should not become a one-sided conversation. It should be a conversation wherein, you are also giving some ideas. You're putting some thoughts across. See, don't give vague ideas. Don't get into something which is irrelevant to the subject, irrelevant to the topic. So you give relevant ideas to the interviewer and get into a meaningful conversation, engage into a meaningful conversation with the interviewer. So that is something which will create your presence in the interview. That will help the interviewer understand that yes, you understand the subject and you are the right person, applying out for that particular job role. Okay, another essential point is that you should show eagerness to learn as well. So there is an aspect wherein the role requires the team member to know certain things. The role could also require you to learn certain things. Okay, so it is very important that you are showing that eagerness to learn and grow forward in the organization. Utilize the skills which you have already acquired, utilize the talent which you have already acquired, and grow upon that. Build upon your talent, build upon the learning capabilities as well, and being able to move forward. So that's something that you should give that kind of a positive impression to the interviewer simultaneously. Don't be overconfident. It is very critical, when you are giving answers. At times it so happens that you over promise or you be overconfident on what you will be able to achieve. It will not go well. Overconfidence will put you down. So you should be confident. You should be stable in what you are speaking. You should be able to explain things properly, but don't go overboard and don't be overconfident on anything. Talking about the role discussion which takes place, don't end up in a situation wherein you are kind of showing very much in need of the job, or showing desperation in terms of that you should get that job. And see, that is something which again doesn't go well. You should have a balanced approach to the way you answer to the questions of the interviewer, for what could be the kind of probable questions. Yes, we may will be having more videos coming in. We have already had a lot of requests from the viewers to have videos on the probable questions in the interview. So we'll be making those videos shortly. You can definitely remain connected with us. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video, and if you like our videos, do press on the bell button. Do click on like, share, and keep on. See, this channel is for you. It is for the people to understand and be able to perform better, whether it's an interview, whether it is your various whether it's your self-esteem, whether it's your self-confidence. So it's basically the whole idea of having these videos is to help you and learn and earn better, grow better. So do subscribe to our channel. You can definitely share it with more and more of your friends and colleagues who would be definitely benefited out of it. Do give in your views, your the other topics on which we should be preparing videos, and we will try our best to prepare the videos on those topics as well. So thank you very much, and see you again shortly.